Wow, this is a shocker. New York Comic Con was canceled. Didn't see that coming. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You are watching UAM Collectibles. If this is your first time here and you enjoy Funko Pops, mystery boxes, anime, designer toys, all that kind of stuff, you're in the right spot. Hit the subscribe button. You can catch me every Tuesday and Thursday. New York Comic Con 2020. All the other big conventions were canceled. It's time for New York Comic Con to shut their doors. Well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. We all know the pros of closing down New York Comic Con, but the cons of closing down the con. But the cons are basically what we've seen for the whole year. But you can almost bet your bottom dollar that Funko is going to be doing a Virtual Con 0.4. This has to be 0.4. Has to be. Emerald City Comic Con was 1. And then WonderCon was 2. And then San Diego Comic Con was 3. So yeah, this will be Virtual Con 4. Oh. Oh. If you witnessed Virtual Con 3 of San Diego Comic Con, it was a nightmare. Well, I'm willing to bet that New York Comic Con is going to be just as bad. If you didn't witness Virtual Con 3, I talk about it a little bit. You can see it right here. So yeah, plan in October for Virtual Con Part 4. It should be a blast. Funko usually drops some really cool stuff during New York Comic Con, so I highly doubt that they will not have Virtual Con. I mean, last year, here's some examples of last year. Last year was Dobby and Stain, two humongously popular Funko Pops in the My Hero Academia collection, and they're just phenomenal. The value of these have either maintained or skyrocketed. I had two Dobbies at one time, right? Got them both from Hot Topic. I always buy two because one might come in damaged from Hot Topic. You never know. Well, I had two, and someone I knew didn't land a Dobby and he was asking for one, so I sold it to him for retail plus shipping, so it was like, I don't know, $19. Well, this thing is worth like 80 bucks now. So there is definitely some heat that comes out of New York Comic Con, so Virtual Con 4 is going to happen. It's going to be a thing. Then we had some other cool stuff that came out of last year's New York Comic Con, like Madame Maxine. Lady Mite had to have that one. And then, of course, Mr. Filch and Mrs. Norris. That came out of New York Comic Con as well. So, yeah, I mean, I got two things. Lady Mite got two things. She also got Game of Thrones pop, too. Miss Sunday. It's somewhere back there. But, yeah, New York Comic Con always has good stuff. I'm going to make a prediction here. I think New York Comic Con is going to have another My Hero. I don't think they're going to do two. I think they're going to follow suit with San Diego Comic Con. They're going to have one My Hero Academia pop, probably two Harry Potter pops. That just seems like a norm for New York Comic Con. That's kind of like a big deal. Majority of the cooler Harry Potter exclusives, in my opinion, are New York Comic Con exclusives. Like the sorting hat, one of the sorting hats was New York Comic Con. I think it's Hermione, and then the Professor Quirrell with the Voldemort back of his head, that was New York Comic Con. Yeah, these were New York Comic Con. There's going to be Harry Potter stuff. That's going to happen. Last year, New York Comic Con, there was one Dragon Ball Z pop. It was the Piccolo. I think they're going to follow the trend again. I think there's going to be another Dragon Ball Z pop, but I also think there's going to be another anime. It's either going to be a new anime or a newer line from Funko. So like maybe Hunter x Hunter, maybe a Naruto New York Comic Con exclusive. But I really do think this is where they're going to debut Demon Slayer. I think New York Comic Con would be the perfect place to test the waters on a Demon Slayer exclusive, because I mean, San Diego Comic Con, you can't really gauge because everything from San Diego Comic Con sold out. They could have made the Christmas Poo, Mr. Hanky, a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, and people would have bought the mess out of it. Sold out, 100%. It would have happened. So yeah, I think New York Comic Con will be a good gauge to see how popular this anime line is. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think Demon Slayer. So multiple Harry Potter. Maybe one My Hero, maybe two, I could be wrong. One Dragon Ball Z for sure. Other things you can guarantee that are going to drop in New York Comic Con are going to be video game stuff. They've had a lot of Overwatch and then Borderlands 3. So one game line that I hope that they push out New York Comic Con is The Last of Us. I know GameStop has a Last of Us Joel coming out, but I really hope they do. I can't remember what they call. I haven't played The Last of Us in forever. I played the first one years ago on PlayStation 3. I think they're called like chitterers. Are they chitterers or is that Resident Evil? Anyways, the clickers. Are they called clickers? Maybe. Anyways, those creatures. I think that would be a really cool pop, and I think it would do well, and I would actually buy it. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Other video games that I hope would happen are more Gears of War stuff, of course. More Sonic stuff. The Sonic 2-pack did phenomenal for San Diego. I feel like maybe they should do a Knuckles reprint. I mean, they've reprinted Tails, and we have plenty of Sonics. Maybe it's time to reprint Knuckles. That would be kind of fun. Other games, Final Fantasy, I would die for a Final Fantasy line. Final Fantasy is the game that I grew up on. It is what molded me into the gamer I am today. That is my best game, favorite game of all time. So yes, I definitely want that. Another prediction is there's going to be a flocked Pokemon. You know there's going to be a flocked Pokemon. They have done it for every convention this year. So why not end the year in style and put out a flocked Rattata? New York is known for rats, so. So yeah, Funko wise, it's going to happen. Virtual Con's going to happen, so expect all that stuff. But that's not going to be it. New York Comic Con also has really cool exclusives of other companies. Other companies like Figpin, Bim Toy, Abominable Toys, they all have exclusives and cons, right? New York Comic Con is where some of the cooler chomps have at least come out. I know the Liberty Chomp and I know the Glow Skeleton. Those came from New York Comic Con. So you can expect other toys, other cool exclusives to be debuted at New York Comic Con this year. Yeah, so you're gonna have to keep tabs on all your favorite toys. Like, for example, here is a Figpin from New York Comic Con. It was exclusive. You can only get this at New York Comic Con. Expect that again this year. Expect it. They did it a little bit differently for San Diego Comic Con. You had to follow their Twitter so you can battle the bots with them. So if you want some of these New York Comic Con 2020 exclusive Figpins, Bim Toy, Tiny Ghosts, all that stuff, you're probably going to have to follow their social medias and stay on top of these releases because you're going to be battling Virtual Con. It's going to be hard to stay on top of everything. As more things release and more things, you know, getting to know, if you guys want to know, I could drop a video on exclusives to look out for from other companies. So that could be a thing to look out for on my channel. After looking at this All Might Figpin, I totally forgot about the Chrome All Might. That was New York Comic Con. Dude, I totally forgot. There was 3 My Hero Academia exclusives to New York Comic Con. This was shared with the Funimation store though. I don't think it was technically a New York Comic Con exclusive, but they debuted it there. And there's some with the New York Comic Con stickers. So yeah, My Hero Academia actually had 3. Jeez. So yeah, expect all those things. And we're gonna battle Virtual Con 4 together. We're gonna battle it. We're gonna overcome the bots. We're gonna overcome the calculating shipping errors and everything. What do you think the limited piece is gonna be? Last year it was the pink chrome Batman. Do you think they're gonna do another chrome as their limited piece? I hope not. I hope not. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is going to be the limited piece and what would you want the limited piece to be? Alright guys, do not forget that I am close to 2,000 subscribers and I'm giving away this box of pops and other stuff. It's the Marvel Collector Core subscription box from Amazon. If you want to win this, you should watch this video. Also want to thank my channel members so very much. I appreciate you guys. You guys make me smile every time I see a badge on my comments. I know I'm doing this for the right reason. So thank you guys so very much. You mean the world to me. You help support the channel and I just appreciate it so much. If you would like to be an Ultra Members Club member and help support the channel, it's as easy as clicking that join button down there. Alright guys, I appreciate you stopping by. I know this wasn't really a fun video. I like to throw little fun things in here from time to time. But this was just a little information that I feel like I had to tell you guys. It may have been information that you already knew or you just didn't know it happened. But yeah, I felt like this would have been a good time to drop this little tidbit of info. So, well, if you like what you saw today, hit that subscribe button. Share me with your friends. And always remember, I'll catch you on the flip side.